Have you ever felt like there's a hidden hand pulling your life in a certain direction? The universe is not just a collection of randomly scattered stars, it is a giant machine with massive infrastructure, most of which we cannot see. We are currently moving within a highly dominant gravitational script. Today, we will dissect 12 invisible giant structures that act as the attractors or repellers of our galaxy. We will see how the software of universal gravity works behind the scenes to manage galactic traffic. Prepare your physics logic. Let's dismantle the mystery of these galactic pullers. The Great Attractor, the mysterious puller. We start with the closest gravitational boss, the Great Attractor. Imagine the Milky Way and thousands of other neighboring galaxies being collectively sucked towards a single point in space, 250 million light-years away. The logic is massive gravity. The problem is we cannot see what is there because it's blocked by our own galactic dust, or the zone of avoidance. Your POV now? You feel like you're on an escalator moving towards darkness and you have no stop button. Something incredibly massive is performing a forced pull. The Great Attractor is the first proof that our galaxy is not a solo player, but merely one squad being dragged by a giant magnet whose true form remains unknown. Boötes Void, the giant emptiness. This second object is an extreme because it contains nothing. The Boötes Void is an area in space with a diameter of 330 million light-years that is almost entirely empty. Logically, there should be thousands of galaxies there, but in reality, there are only a handful. This area is like a cosmic desert or the nothingness glitch. If the Milky Way were in the middle of the Boötes Void, we might only have realized other galaxies existed in the 1960s because they would be so far away. This challenges our logic. Is this a hole in the structure of the universe, or did something delete the matter there? The Boötes Void is a reminder that the absence of matter is often more terrifying than its presence, as this void exerts a different gravitational pressure on surrounding systems. Laniakea Supercluster, the real home address. Many don't know that our address isn't just Earth or the Milky Way. We live inside the Laniakea Supercluster. This is a giant structure housing about 100,000 galaxies. The name comes from Hawaiian, meaning immeasurable heaven. The logic is that of a watershed. Just as water flows into a specific river, the galaxies in Laniakea move towards the same gravitational center. Your POV? You've just realized our galaxy is just one drop of water in a vast cosmic river system. Understanding Laniakea means understanding that order in the universe is managed through a highly hierarchical grouping of galactic castes. The giant arc, a bug in the cosmological script. This is a discovery that gives scientists a headache. The giant arc. It is a crescent of galaxies 3.3 billion light-years long. The problem is, according to the logic of the cosmological principle, the universe should look uniform and identical everywhere on a large scale. But this structure is too large to exist in theory. This structure is the glitch in the matrix. Its existence suggests that the software of our physics has been miscalculating all this time. Your POV, you see something that shouldn't exist according to textbooks, yet it's clearly sitting right there. The giant arc dictates our logic to realize that many construction mysteries of the universe still have codes we haven't cracked. The KBC Void, our bubble of silence. Did you know that the Milky Way is actually living inside a giant hole? The KBC Void is a vast area in the universe where the density of galaxies is much lower than average. The logic is of isolated locality. This is the reason why measurements of the universe's expansion, the Hubble constant, often yield different results. It's like measuring wind speed while you're inside a bottle. Your POV, you feel like you live in a big city when cosmically we live in a very quiet, remote village. The KBC Void dictates our logic that our position in the universe influences how we perceive the entire physical reality. Shapley Attractor, the boss behind the scenes. If you think the Great Attractor is powerful, meet its boss, the Shapley Attractor. This is the largest concentration of mass in our local universe. The logic is hierarchy of pull. It turns out even the Great Attractor is actually being pulled by the Shapley Attractor, which is located much deeper in space. This is the logic of cosmic power play. There is always a bigger fish. Your POV, you feel you've reached the control center, but it turns out to be just a branch office. The Shapley Attractor is the real control hub dictating the movement of millions of galaxies, including our home. It is the true hidden hand behind the local galactic flow. Cosmic web filaments, the central nervous system of the universe. Our universe is not a mess. It is connected by cosmic web filaments. These are giant webs made of dark matter and gas that link all galaxies together. The logic is connecting infrastructure. Galaxies don't just float freely, they stick to these web threads. Your POV, you see the universe like a nervous system or a global internet network. Everything is connected. These filaments are the transport routes for matter and energy throughout the universe. Without this web, galaxies would scatter into directionless chaos. Dark matter halos, the galaxy's hidden casing. Every galaxy, including the Milky Way, is wrapped in dark matter halos. These are giant spheres of invisible dark matter that possess incredible mass. The logic is protective hardware. Without this invisible casing, galaxies would fly apart as they rotate because the stars at their edges move too fast. Your POV, you see a beautiful galaxy, but you don't realize there's a giant casing keeping it all together. Dark matter halos are proof that what is most important in the universe is often what we cannot see. The cold spot, a temperature anomaly or universal collision. In the radiation map left behind by the Big Bang, there is one spot significantly colder than its surroundings, the cold spot. By statistical logic, this spot shouldn't be that cold. Many scientists speculate this is evidence of a multiverse. The logic is external interference. Could this be the bruise from a collision between our universe and another one? Your POV, you see a mark on the body of the universe and wonder who hit it. The cold spot dictates our logic to think that there might be another operating system outside of ours that has interacted with us. Sloan Great Wall, the mighty galactic wall. The 10th object is the Sloan Great Wall, one of the largest structures ever discovered in the universe, spanning 1.37 billion light-years. It is a massive wall composed of thousands of galaxies. The logic is massive structure. This wall is so large that it challenges our understanding of how much time gravity needs to build something that size. Your POV, you are looking at a cosmic architectural masterpiece that took billions of years to construct. The Sloan Great Wall is a monument of order amidst the vastness of the void. Dipole Repeller, the invisible pusher. If there is a puller, there must be a pusher. The dipole repeller is an empty area that actually repels surrounding galaxies. The logic is negative pressure. The Milky Way is not just being pulled by Shapley, but also being pushed away by the dipole repeller. Your POV, you feel like you're running towards a goal, but someone is actually kicking you from the behind. This is a dynamic balance of logic. The universe moves due to simultaneous pulls and pushes. Hercules-Corona Borealis Great Wall, the maximum limit of reality. Finally, the heavyweight champion, the Hercules-Corona Borealis Great Wall. It is 10 billion light-years long. This is the largest structure ever detected in the universe. The logic is system overload. This structure spans 10% of the entire observable universe's diameter. The existence of this structure is a total anomaly because, theoretically, the universe should look uniform on that scale. Your POV, you stand before something so massive that your brain can no longer process the scale. This is the maximum limit of our cosmic architectural logic. So what is the common thread of these 12 giant structures? Logically, the universe is a construction project on a scale that surpasses human imagination. What we consider empty space between stars is actually full of gravitational infrastructure and dark matter working hard to manage galactic traffic. The attractors are the control centers. The voids are the circulation spaces. The walls and filaments are the building frames. The order we enjoy in this galaxy is merely the result of a giant tug-of-war that has been going on for 13.8 billion years. Understanding these structures isn't meant to make you afraid, but to realize we are just small passengers on a giant ship sailing towards a gravitational port whose end we do not know yet.
Thank you for watching until the end. If you like how we explain complex things to make them make more sense, don't forget to follow Synoptic. We will continue to discuss many everyday things that are actually fascinating as long as they're explained the right way. Synoptic, the world simplified, one thought at a time.